Hey guys, it's Doug here, coming to you with yet another video helping transform you from pawn to player in this game we call life. Let's get right into it, shall we? This video is all about the number 9, and specifically seeing the synchronicity pattern 999. Now, when you repetitively see it over and over, guys, of course, the angels are trying to tell you something. In the specific case of 9, what they're trying to tell you is that you're reaching the end of a cycle of your life. And of course, with an ending comes a new beginning. So it's a perfect time to take stock of what is no longer serving you, the things that have kind of been holding you back, or really just don't fit into this new kind of persona. You know, life is this constant evolution. We're constantly changing, and as tough as it can be to let things go, sometimes we do have to push things to the side that we feel comfortable with, that we've just had going on for so long. But you know, there's learning in that too. You know, sometimes these things just don't help us, you know, the way we thought they did, or maybe we were using it as a crutch. Or, you know, it's just comfortable. It's just what you've been doing for so long. And we all get stuck in those ruts here and there, so don't feel too bad about it. Of course, always remain as positive as possible. Now, it can be kind of tricky, guys, because this is all about letting go of these things. And it's important to do that as soon as possible and as gracefully as possible. Because essentially, guys, when you're supposed to change something, I mean, you'll feel it in your heart that things have to change, whether you have to quit this job because you're just miserable every day, this relationship you're in, I mean, the partner just isn't, you know, loving you the way you know you deserve. Just as an example, I mean, this can relate to just about anything in your life. Those are just two, like, really common examples of this. It's really important to gracefully move out of these things, because the longer you stay in them, the more painful it's going to be to leave them. If you're familiar with tarot cards, it's very much like one of those tower moments in which things drastically change. And in fact, sometimes, and most of the time, honestly, you know, we cling for so long. A tower moment is created just to force us out of it, guys. Because really, 999 is all about how, you know, the universe has a much bigger plan for us most of the time. You know, and if you think about it, actually makes perfect sense. You don't just immediately get on your life path and everything's perfect, right? You try things, oh, that doesn't work. That's not really who I am, that was just a phase. You know, you hear all these types of things, because it's really true. I mean, if we perfectly went into this life and just, you know, nailed it, oh, I'm supposed to be this, boom, done, everyone would be billionaires, right? We'd all be super successful and happy, which sadly isn't the reality just yet. However, we are moving closer and closer to that each day, so get excited for that. But anyway, so it's, while you're letting go of this, it's also making way for something far better that serves you far more. You know, whenever you say goodbye, you're welcoming in a new hello. And most of the time, especially if you're seeing 999, 999 is going to confirm that whatever is coming in is going to be better. And you just have to be brave enough to let it go. Now, guys, one of the other things, too, with 999 is healing, you know, forgiving. That kind of forgiveness energy is so powerful, so healing. I did a video about Ho'oponopono, which is all about, you know, love and forgiveness and just how powerful of a healing methodology that can be. Now, guys, sometimes these cycles have to do with forgiving somebody or getting forgiveness from somebody else. And that's what makes forgiving so powerful, because whenever somebody is wronged, you know, that's part of your spiritual growth. However, it's always important to, you know, forgive and mend people, because people are just doing, you know, what they think is best. We're all, you know, only so equipped. You know, when we reach a certain situation in our life, you know, we all have a different set of tools, and we're just working with the best we've got. And kind of like I was saying just a few minutes ago, not everybody is perfect right away. So you have to understand that, if someone wronged you maybe a year ago, even a month ago, you can change so drastically. It wasn't necessarily that they're just this evil, terrible person. They were also growing and learning just like you were. So it's very important to accept forgiveness, even of yourself. If you screw up, something like that, it's so important to let go of that stuff. We can be our harshest critics, and that's just very detrimental. Of course, we want to do great things, and so of course we end up, really criticizing ourselves. And it's very important to let go, because you're not living in the present if you're just thinking about these past mistakes, right? Makes perfect sense when you think about it from that perspective. So it's so important to give forgiveness and receive forgiveness for the things that, you didn't necessarily handle with perfect grace. Because when you think about it, how many of us do all the time, we're getting closer and closer to that, but especially back, even a year or two ago, that was very difficult for most people. Now, guys, one thing, though, that's very beautiful about 999 is what all this forgiveness, the ending of cycles, the starting of new cycles, is it's a surefire sign that you are getting closer to your best self. The angels want you to step, into your power, into your truth, and be your best self. So 999 is them saying you're ready for that. And it's so powerful, guys, to start speaking in your truth, doing the things you love to do, and just being in service to the world around you. That's basically what life is. You serve others, you give and receive, give and receive. That's basically the whole universe, right? So when we're, just speaking our own truth, sharing our individual talents, that's when life improves dramatically for all parties involved. It's that win-win-win situation that I've discussed in previous videos. So it's so vital, guys, to, share your experience, because it's your experience, right? You're a unique piece of art. And that's like the most beautiful way of thinking. I love thinking of it that way. It's really eye-opening. So you have to share that, right? Because only you can share it. That is your mission. Your uniqueness is actually what makes you invincible. It's what makes you, driven to accomplish things, right? Because there's something that only you can do. And that, in a nutshell, is what 999 is all about, stepping in to the thing that only you can do. And there's all the types of techniques. If you're not sure what that is, you can ask. Just literally ask the angels or your higher self. You'd be surprised, guys, if you put some intention into it, how you can really start to receive the answers to these questions. And of course, guys, it's also best practice to just go with what the heart feels. What do you love to do? And do that. Because there's something about that makes you, drawn to it, right? And whatever feels good is ultimately a clue into what that purpose or that thing that only you can do is. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. I really hope you enjoyed this journey from the synchronicities of 1 through 9. Incredible stuff. I definitely would be interested in making a video about 10, 10, 12, 12, 1, 2, 3, just the kind of miscellaneous other angel numbers that are out there. I am probably going to focus on a few different videos from here on out just in the meantime, because we have been on numbers for a good while here, so I'm pretty hyped to jump into some new topics. But of course, so important to finish your cycles of action. So I told myself I'd do 1 through 9, and bam, it's done, baby. So that's fantastic. So I'm grateful that you guys have been with me on this journey, and I'm very excited to share even more videos with you. We're going to be jumping into some pretty wild topics. So get hyped for that. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can join in on all this action. Like the video, comment, what would you like to see? You know, I'm open to suggestions. You know, that actually makes it even easier, you know, because then I, you know, don't have to think of a video idea that day. I already have one from one of you guys, so that's always fantastic to know. Share this video too for people you know in your life who could really use it. You know, they're kind of interested in spirituality. I mean, maybe something comes up in a conversation, you know, about any of these numbers. Hey, I keep seeing 555. What's going on, you know? Well, here's a great opportunity to, you know, serve that person by saying, hey, you know, there's these awesome videos that really explain it well, and then share that link. It helps everyone out. The win-win-win, which we all crave. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. The usual, of course, shout out for DougFockler.com, link down there below. If you'd like to learn more about energy transfer resets, you know the deal by now. You know, check out the website. Book a life-changing session today. Only $20 and 30 minutes to change your life. Sounds like quite the deal to me. Anyway, guys, that's it. I really sincerely hope you've enjoyed this. And until next time, you guys have fun out there.